guys, thanks for stopping by my channel. Today's video is a Temu Finds video. I am a Temu affiliate and we are going to be taking a look at this cream highlighter palette versus what I believe to be what they're duping here, the comic case made by Mitchell. The comic case does come in two different versions. This is the original version, the lights version. And this is the only one they had available on Temu anyway. So let's open them up. Let's open this dupe up. This one came in plastic. The Temu version that I got, this is by Lakerain. They sell this on other platforms other than Temu as well. I've seen it around. They do a lot of higher end makeup dupes for a lot less. This was under $5 and this comic case usually runs, I want to say, around $28, $29. Sometimes you can catch it on a flash sale. This is the package that the Made by Mitchell comic case came in. And I think all of his items will come in this kind of envelope. I have a few of his palettes already. And then the Temu Lakerain version just came in this plastic bag. They are actually both made in China. Made by Mitchell is actually made in China. A lot of people assume it's made in the UK just because that's where the brand is based, but they are both of these products are made in China. So $28 versus $5, that's a big difference. So we're going to see if it's a good enough dupe or not, or if you should just stick with the more expensive name brand version. The boxes look super similar, so it's pretty obvious what they're doing. The colors are a little bit off. The boxes are exactly the same size. The dupe version or knockoff version, however you want to swing it, is a little bit more on the green side. The comic case is a little bit more neon yellowish green. I don't think the ingredients are necessarily the same. I did take a look at the back of the boxes. They do have very different looking ingredients. I, of course, am not an expert on all of these scientific names on the back, but I did notice the dupe version starts off with mineral oil and petroleum. So that's usually whenever you read ingredients, whatever's first is what's like mostly in it. Kind of goes for food products as well. And the comic case cream highlighter palette has a bunch of names I'm not familiar with at all, so I'm not even going to try to pronounce them, but they do have some similar ingredients in here that I can tell. They both do have 12-month expiration dates after opening. So, okay, so let's open it up and see what's the difference and what's the same. I did think it was pretty funny, though, in place of the Made by Mitchell logo here, it says Lakerain, and then it has fun with makeup games. So I'm like, okay. I thought it sounded a little spooky, like with the Saw movies when he says, would you like to play a game? Is that what he says? Or I want to play a game. I'm not sure. I haven't seen those movies in a long time. But have fun with makeup games. Okay, well, have fun with makeup games. Yeah, so did I mix these up already? Like a shell game. Try to pick out the right one. But no, this is the dupe version and this is the real version. We can tell, which I'm really surprised to actually put comic case on here. They didn't put it out on the packaging, which to me would kind of might be copyright infringement, but they did put it on the inside. Interesting. So the dupe is shiny lettering. The real thing is more matte lettering. And the case itself, this feels a little bit more higher end. It has what I would say like almost like a rubberized type of coating to it, whereas this one is just plastic or acrylic feeling. Let's take a look at the back. The back has the color names. I thought this was pretty interesting how they kept some of the color names the same. I have to lower my light a little bit so you can see better. Some of it's a little bit hard to read on the lighter colors. But some of them have the same names and And some of them, they changed the names a little bit. We have Copa Cool, Angel Penny, Pennies from Heaven. This is the real one on the bottom. Champagne Spray, Ice BB, Wanda, they renamed. Violet, Pink Lynx, it's the same. Candy Trip, Fairy Kitten, and then this one says Fairy Catty. I don't know if it was necessarily to avoid copyright infringement or if it's just a language translation issue. Let's open it up. This is, I have to remember, the knockoff version. This one smells like, definitely can smell the mineral oil in this one. It smells almost, I want to say, like diaper rash cream is what I would liken it to. And let's take a look at the real thing. The cases have similar, but the grooves are similar here. So, get close. Let me smell. The real one doesn't have the same smell. It actually smells pleasant. Has a pleasant smell to it. Let's see. My crooked here. So I'm going to swatch them side by side, one by one, I think. And then I'll let you know what I think, like texture-wise and color-wise, color payoff-wise. So let's get started. We'll start off with, we'll do Fairy Kitten versus Fairy Kitten. Oh wait, Fairy Catty. Yeah, Fairy Catty. I have to make sure I don't get them mixed up. So Fairy Catty and Fairy Kitten will do first. Okay, so let's take a look at Fairy Kitten from Made by Mitchell. That's how it looks in the pan. Just feels nice and creamy and smooth. Now let's try Fairy Catty by Lakerain. Let me wipe off my little spatula here. I do think this seems like you're hitting pan a little bit here. So I do think they're not as full as the Made by Mitchell. I want to try and make sure I get this about the same amount of product on here that I did for Fairy Kitten as Fairy Catty. This does feel a little bit stickier, which if you saw my tier comp video I did on this brand, the Lakerain brand, it does have a stickiness. I'm assuming that must be maybe due to the mineral oil they put in there, but it does look very similar color wise, payoff wise. Might be a little bit less, but not too much less. What do you guys think? I'll try and make sure I get it in the best light here. Those two colors do look pretty similar. I think maybe this might be a little bit more thicker in feel, I want to say. Let's try the next color up. Hopefully my arm doesn't turn colors red from getting rubbed too much before we end this video. I do have kind of sensitive skin. This Wanda. This is really cool. I probably would use this as a lipstick, I bet. most likely. I think that would be really nice as a lipstick. Wanda, that's really intense. And then the Lakerain is just called Violet. This one here is where I think color-wise, I think you can tell these are different. This one has a little bit more purple in it, the Violet, whereas this Wanda by the Made by Mitchell is more red leaning, I think. But I really like this color. Copa Cool. I think it's supposed to be Coppa or Copper. This one has the same name. Coppa Cool, Made by Mitchell. And Coppa Cool, Lakerain. Very similar. Okay, so final thoughts. I definitely think this Lakerain comic case is worth a try. I can't even tell which one is which now. This is the Made by Mitchell, and then this one is the Lakerain. So, do I think they are the same exact formulas? Definitely not. The comic case Made by Mitchell does seem a little bit more luxurious feeling, a little bit maybe higher quality, and definitely think there is more in the pan compared to the Lakerain version. I do think the Lakerain version is a little bit stinky. If you're a little bit averse to scents, you might not like it. But for $5, I think it's definitely worth a try. And especially in comparison to about a $30 palette. I think it is definitely worth it. They do seem to have about the same color payoff. I do think the real comic case has a little bit more color payoff than the Lakerain version, but not really by much. Let me know down below if you'd like me to do any more of these Lakerain dupes. I have noticed some more on Temu that I do recognize as being dupes for other name brand things. Some of them I'm not sure because, you know, I don't know everything that's out there. But if you do have any ideas for me, if you do recognize dupes for any specific product, let me know. Maybe I'll pick up the real thing and the dupe and we could check it out and see if it's worth it or not. If I had a choice, I probably would go for the $5 version, knockoff version, in comparison to the more expensive version. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next one.